Mukim Jima, within the district of Port Dickson, is a rich mangrove growth that plays a vital role in supporting the coastal ecosystem that provides a natural habitat for many unique marine species, birds, and other wildlife. It is also home to local fishing communities, in which their livelihood is dependent on the sea. Nestled amongst this natural wonder is a nature-friendly coal-fired power plant. The Jima Energy Ventures power plant was constructed on a reclaimed island in effort to preserve and revitalize the 200 acres of mangrove-filled coast. In meeting the nation's electricity demands growth and fuel diversification policy, Jima Energy Ventures, or called JEV, is entrusted by the Government of Malaysia to develop a 2 by 700 megawatt coal-fired power plant located near the load center, Klang Valley. The site selection was subjected to serious study. Due to its requirements, such as availability for an all-year-long coal shipment and abundant water supply for its cooling system, the Jima site was selected. Having built the plant on reclaimed land minimizes the impact to its surrounding mangrove forest. Environmental impact studies were conducted, with consideration of all possible outcomes that the power plant would have to the surrounding area. In effort to ensure that the power plant's existence is not detrimental to the environment, JEV's commitment in preserving the environment begins with a detailed environmental impact assessment study, which is approved by the Department of Environment and its panel of socio- and environmental experts on 31st January 2005. Hydraulic studies were conducted to determine the possible changes that may occur on the water activity. By using 3D modeling, over 17 simulations were done to cater for the possible configurations, in which took more than 3 months to generate. The thermal plume simulations were observed to identify the power plant's footing, seawater intake, and outfall locations, to minimize changes in water temperature, wave activity, and future impact on the sedimentation. The modeling results are divided into 5 different sections: hydrodynamic model, study of movement of suspended sediments, wave modeling, advection dispersion modeling, and erosion and accretion. The model identifies the relevant impacts such as coastal erosion, dispersion of suspended sediments, and the dispersion of thermal plumes. The outcome of the study plays a significant reference to the design of the plant. From the simulated impacts, JEV can plan on the mitigation measures. The most crucial mitigation measure taken is to maintain the natural circulation of the mangrove swamp. 5 bridges were built along the access roads leading to the power plant to maintain the natural water paths to the mangrove forest, preserving its habitat. Emission studies were conducted and a full evaluation was carried out to identify the potential impact that could occur. The use of electrostatic precipitator, ESP, flue gas desulfurization, FGD, and low NOx burner allows JEV to meet the sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matters standard limits drawn by the Malaysian Department of Environment. The 2006 statistic by DOE confirms that the carbon monoxide produced by all power plants represent 1% of overall carbon monoxide emission produced in Malaysia. 98% is contributed from the transportation sector. JEV operates a productive and nature-friendly coal-fired power plant. using natural resources to operate, and carries out its environmental management plan for scheduled monitoring of the power plant's environmental impacts during construction and operational phases, ensuring that all the elements released back to nature does not harm the surrounding or affect the communities nearby. Noise levels are monitored in various locations around the power plant to ensure that the noise produced remains within an allowable limit. Measures have been taken to minimize changes to the air quality at the coal handling facilities by having a covered coal conveyor for transporting the coal from the jetty to the coal yard, and also installing a dust suppression system to prevent the coal dust from escaping into the air, in addition to regular cleaning at the coal handling facilities. Air quality samples are taken regularly in and around the power plant by JEV to monitor the level of air quality. In addition, an online monitoring of flue gas emission is linked directly to the Department of Environment. The pH level of the water used during the power plant operations is monitored and attuned accordingly before being discharged into the sea. Seawater used in the power plant's cooling system and flue gas emission filtering process is treated, and JEV monitors the water quality and the potential impacts resulting from warm water discharged back into the sea. Ash, the byproduct of coal combustion process, is kept in a pond lined with impermeable geotextile material to prevent the ash from seeping to the soil beneath. Underground water samples are also checked regularly. All samples taken to the laboratory are analyzed by qualified technicians, and reports are submitted to the relevant government agencies. Waste produced are regularly transported to the disposal area by Quality Alam in the most clean and secure way to maintain and protect the environmental quality. Mangroves have complex and remarkable root systems that resist soil erosion by helping to bind the shore together. To improve the current condition of the surrounding mangrove forest, mangrove replanting activities are being carried out by JEV in accordance to experts' recommendation in the mangrove growth studies. Approximately 20,000 trees have been replanted in collaboration with relevant government agencies are in place for a successful mangrove replanting exercise. Through all the environmental management plans, the power plant is infused with nature and its elements. As a friend of nature, nature and its best elements in Jima have given JEV the natural resources required for the power plant. JEV will continue to play its part in respecting and existing with nature and communities around it by preserving and protecting sustainable development. Jima Energy Ventures is committed in managing the environmental concerns related to the project implementation. Living environment for the surrounding community.